Elaine is 72 years old, but most people think she's in her early 50s. No surgery, no Botox, no miracle creams. Her skin is soft, her posture is strong and upright, and her eyes, they shine with the kind of peace that life's struggles couldn't take away. Now, we know you've heard it all before. Every ad promising youth, every product claiming to turn back time. But this story is completely different. Elaine doesn't live in Hollywood. She doesn't use social media. She doesn't try to hack aging with the latest tech. She simply lives differently. Each morning, she doesn't rush. Each meal, she sits down with gratitude. And each step she takes, she's fully present. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's kept her youthful in a way most people can't explain. In this video, we'll walk you through her quiet daily life and why the small things you do every day might matter more than any expensive cream or supplement ever could. We'll share 5 simple habits Elaine has followed for over 30 years. Habits that help her stay clear-minded, light on her feet, and glowing from the inside out. Habit number 4 might surprise you, but it could change how you walk through your 60s and beyond, forever. Why people like us age faster than we should. Dear friend, you may be doing everything you were told to do. You eat your vegetables. You take your supplements. You try to stay active when your body allows. But even with all that, some mornings feel heavy. Your legs ache. Your energy fades. Your skin feels tired, no matter how much water you drink. You might whisper to yourself, maybe this is just part of getting old. But what if? It's not just about your age. We often think aging is only about time. But the truth is, many people age faster than they need to, especially after 65. And that's not because we've done something wrong. It's because of what we've carried silently for years. Here are just a few hidden reasons why people like us, people over 65, age faster than we should. 1. We rush, even when we don't need to. We spent decades hurrying, raising families, building careers, taking care of others. And now, the body doesn't know how to slow down. It stays tense, and tension ages us. 2. We hold emotions quietly. We don't talk about loss, sadness, regret, but the body remembers. Stress held in silence shows up in our skin, our sleep, our energy. 3. We feel more alone than we admit. Even when surrounded by people, loneliness creeps in. And loneliness, science now confirms, ages the brain, the heart, even the immune system. 4. We eat what's easy, not what heals. Frozen dinners, fast snacks, sugary drinks, not because we don't care, but because we're tired. And those choices, over time, wear the body down. 5. We forget to speak kindly to ourselves. We see the mirror, we sigh, we say things like, I look terrible, or I'm just old. But the body listens to every word. None of this makes us weak, it makes us human. We've lived through wars, loss, change, and sacrifice. But now, it's time to unlearn some of the habits that no longer serve us. Elaine, the woman we met, is not youthful because of luck. She's youthful because she lives gently. I treat the little things as sacred, she told us. And I treat my body like someone I love, not someone I'm trying to fix. So if you've ever felt like your body is aging faster than your spirit, you're not alone, and you're not broken. In the next part, we'll walk you through 5 quiet habits that helped Elaine slow down, heal, and glow from within. And we'll explore how you can try just one of them, starting today. Let's take that step together. Habit number 1, wake up without rushing. How you start your morning often shapes your whole day. Elaine doesn't begin her day with noise or pressure. She begins with care, and that simple shift has helped her age with ease. For many of us, mornings no longer come with alarms or busy routines. We wake because our bodies tell us it's time. Maybe it's a tight hip, maybe a dry mouth, maybe it's just habit after so many years of early rising. We sit up slowly, we reach for a glass of water, we walk to the window, we listen to the house creak, and without even realizing it, we've already started thinking, what do I need to do today? Did I forget something yesterday? Why does my back feel like this again? It happens gently, but our mind starts to race. And without meaning to, we rush into the day, even if we have nowhere to be. But Elaine does something different. She lives in a quiet cottage in Vermont. She wakes naturally, without an alarm. Before she stands, she places both feet on the floor and takes 3 deep breaths. She listens to the stillness. Then she walks to the kitchen, barefoot, and makes a small pot of tea. No TV, no phone, just the sound of boiling water. If I start slow, she told us, my body doesn't get scared. It feels safe, and when I feel safe, I feel young. To Elaine, how she wakes is more important than when she wakes. She treats the first 10 minutes of the day like a ceremony, not a task, not a to-do list, but a moment to say, I'm alive, and I'm allowed to begin gently. This isn't about being lazy. It's about respecting the body, especially the body that has carried you through so much. What about you? What's the first thing you do after waking up? Is it kind or automatic? You can try something simple tomorrow. Before anything else, look at yourself in the mirror and smile. A real, honest smile, just for you. You might be surprised how that one small act softens your whole day. And if you try it and it lifts your mood, comment yes below. We'd love to hear how it felt for you. Because when we wake up without rushing, we're not just being gentle. We're creating space for breath, for balance, and for better choices. And the first choice Elaine makes after waking is how she eats. And that's where we're going next. Habit number 2, eat like it matters. When was the last time you sat down to eat and truly felt present? Not just full, not just distracted, but connected with your body, your breath, and the food in front of you? For most of us, eating has become something we do, but don't feel. We eat while standing. We eat in silence. We eat while thinking about something else entirely. And after a certain age, many of us start to see food not as a gift, but as a task, a duty, something we have to get through. Sometimes we don't feel hungry. Sometimes we just eat what's easy. And sometimes we eat even though we're not truly hungry at all. Elaine changed that for us. She reminded us that eating is not just about calories or nutrients or rules. It's about relationship with your body, your mind, and your life. She told us, if I eat with care, I digest with peace. If I eat in a rush, my body rushes too. Elaine starts each morning with a simple, grounding breakfast. 1 slice of rye bread, toasted lightly, half an avocado sprinkled with sea salt, a soft-boiled egg, and warm water with lemon. No cereal boxes, no frozen trays, no sugar bombs disguised as healthy. Her lunch and dinner follow the same philosophy. Seasonal vegetables, fermented foods, a small piece of fish or tofu, and always tea, green tea, miso soup, sometimes a spoonful of natto or a few pickled carrots. She eats slowly, she chews carefully, she doesn't count bites or grams or calories. My meals are quiet, she said, but they say something beautiful to my body. And it's not just what she eats, it's how. Elaine blesses her food with a whisper. She arranges her plate with care, even when eating alone. She uses real plates, cloth napkins, wooden spoons, no plastic, no rushing, no guilt. She told us something we'll never forget. The food doesn't feed me. The way I receive the food is what nourishes me. And here's something interesting. Elaine never diets. She's never tried keto or counted carbs. She doesn't fast. She doesn't snack all day. She just listens. She listens to her body's signals. She eats when she's hungry. She stops when she's 80% full, a Japanese tradition called hara-hachi bu. And it works. Her digestion is strong. Her weight is steady. Her skin glows. But more than that, her relationship with food is peaceful. She doesn't fear it. She doesn't obsess over it. She simply honors it. And perhaps that's the real lesson here. After 65, eating isn't about rules. It's about respect. Respecting the ingredients, respecting the moment, and most importantly, respecting yourself. What about you? What was your last meal like? Was it rushed or calm? Was it just food, or was it a form of care? We invite you to try something small today. Before your next meal, pause for 5 seconds. Look at your plate. Say thank you. Then eat slowly, like every bite matters. Because it does. If you try this and feel even a little more peace, comment, I felt it. Let's inspire each other, one quiet meal at a time. And now, after Elaine finishes her meal, she doesn't sit back down. She moves, not with force, not with pressure, but with gentle rhythm, like a river that never stops flowing. And that's the next habit we'll explore together. Habit number 3, move without forcing it. What if we told you that the best way to stay strong after 65 isn't to exercise harder, but to move gently? When we think about movement, we often imagine something big, workouts, fitness classes, sore muscles. But after a certain age, that kind of pressure can feel too much, too hard, too fast, too loud for the body we live in now. That's why so many of us stop moving altogether. And that's when stiffness begins. That's when balance fades. That's when we begin to feel old. But here's the truth. Movement doesn't have to be forceful to be powerful. In fact, the The most healing movements are often the quiet ones. Elaine never goes to the gym. She doesn't follow workout apps or wear a fitness tracker. But her body is strong, her spine is long, her steps are steady. She wakes her body with a slow stretch, not a routine, just a few movements she learned from her mother. She reaches up, rolls her shoulders, twists her waist, opens her chest, and every morning she walks for 30 minutes. Not fast, not for exercise, but to be with the world, to hear the birds, to see the trees, to remind herself she's still part of something living. She told us still water grows stale, so does a still body. She doesn't call it working out, she just moves. She squats to pick herbs, she sweeps the porch slowly, she climbs stairs with both feet grounded and steady. And she always walks upright, with her chin gently lifted and shoulders relaxed. To Elaine, movement is not about weight loss or discipline. It's about staying in rhythm with the body, with the breath, with life. We asked her once, "Do you ever feel lazy for not doing real exercise?" She smiled and said, "I'm not lazy, I'm just listening." She listens to her knees, to her feet, to her breath, and that listening is what gives her the strength to move well, without pain. You see, movement after 60 isn't about performance. It's about preservation. It's not about how far you go. It's about staying connected to yourself, to your surroundings, to your body's quiet needs. So today we invite you to try something simple. Take a short walk, not to burn calories, but to greet the morning. Stretch your arms, not because a video told you to, but because it feels good. And if you've been sitting too long, just stand up and breathe. Because every gentle movement is a reminder. You're still here, you're still capable, and your body still wants to be alive with you. If this speaks to you, tell us below. Comment, "I'm still moving." Let's keep this rhythm going, together. In the next part, we'll look at something just as powerful as movement, but often forgotten in the conversation about aging. How we speak to ourselves, especially when no one else is listening. Habit number 4, speak kindly to yourself. Have you ever paid attention to the way you talk to yourself when no one else is listening? After 60, many of us carry quiet voices inside, voices we didn't ask for but we've repeated for years. You're too slow, you look tired, you're just old now. These thoughts may sound harmless. Sometimes we even say them with a smile. But over time, they leave a mark, not just on our confidence, but on our body too. Because your body hears everything your mind says. Every word you whisper while looking in the mirror, every silent judgment when your joints ache or your memory slips. Every "I'm not much anymore." But here's something Elaine reminded us. You are still listening to yourself, even now. And how you speak to yourself becomes the way you age. Elaine has a rule. She never says anything to herself that she wouldn't say to someone she loves. She doesn't stand in the mirror and say, "I'm beautiful." She simply smiles, gently, and says, "Thank you for staying with me all these years. You've carried me through so much. Let's keep going." Her wrinkles, she calls them proof. Proof of laughter, of loss, of survival, of love. And on days when she feels heavy or slow, she doesn't say, "You're falling apart." She says, "You've done enough. Rest a little. I'm still proud of you." But we know, many of us grew up believing that speaking kindly to ourselves is selfish. That saying, "I like how I look today," is showing off. That being proud of our age means we've lost humility. So instead, we shrink. We say, "I'm just an old lady now. There's nothing special about me. At this age, who even notices?" We think that's being modest. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's a habit of treating ourselves as if we no longer matter. And our body, it believes us. There's a big difference between humility and self-erasure. One grounds you, the other keeps you invisible. Elaine may be soft-spoken, but she's not invisible. She doesn't seek attention, but she won't help the world forget her either. "The world forgets older women fast enough," she said. "I don't need to disappear early." So today we ask you to listen in. When you make a mistake, do you say, "I'm so stupid," or "I'm still learning"? When you look in the mirror, do you sigh or do you smile? Try this tomorrow morning. Look into the mirror and give yourself a smile, just one. Not because you look a certain way, but because you're still here, still growing, still becoming. If you try it and feel even the smallest warmth inside, comment, "I smiled." Let's make this a quiet revolution of kindness, starting with you. In the next part, we'll explore something just as powerful as how you speak to yourself. the people you surround yourself with. Because aging well isn't just about what we do alone, it's also about who we walk with. Habit number 5, stay close to good people. Have you ever felt lonely, even when you weren't alone? It's something we don't talk about much, especially after 60. But loneliness isn't always about being by yourself. Sometimes it's about missing real connection, the kind where someone truly sees you, listens, remembers who you used to be, and still believes in who you're becoming. Elaine knows this, and it's one of her deepest forms of care. She stays close to good people. Not a big crowd, not hundreds of online friends, just a few, just the right ones. She has 2 friends, Mira and June. They've been in each other's lives for more than 40 years. They've raised kids together, buried parents together, shared tea, recipes, grief, and laughter. They don't need to talk every day, but when they do, it's real. There are no masks, no pretending, just love that grew quietly over time, like an old tree with deep roots. Elaine says, "They know who I was before the world tried to tell me who to be." And here's what's beautiful. That connection, so steady, so honest, has become a kind of medicine. Because science now confirms what our hearts already know, strong social bonds protect your memory. They lower your risk of heart disease, depression, even dementia. But beyond the science, they keep your soul soft. Elaine doesn't go to group events. She doesn't try to network at her age. She simply nurtures what already matters. Once a week, she and her friends walk together. They bring homemade soup to each other on hard days. They write letters, yes, real letters, just to say, "I'm thinking of you." And in doing so, they remind each other, you are not invisible. You are not alone. You still matter to someone. What about you? Is there someone in your life you've drifted from? Someone you used to laugh with but haven't called in years? Someone who used to understand you, even in silence. Maybe today is the day you write a note. Send a message. Make that call. If there's someone you're thinking about right now, comment 5. Let's bring their name back into our hearts. Because youth may fade, but love that is tended to only grows stronger. And if you feel like you don't have anyone right now, we want you to know you are part of this circle too, right here, with us. In the next part, we'll step even deeper into the quiet rituals of a well-lived day. Because for Elaine, beauty isn't just found in people or words, it's also found in the way she closes each day, with peace. Habit number 6, end your day in peace. Evenings after 60 feel different, don't they? The house gets quieter, the phone stops ringing, and the world feels like it's slowly turning its attention elsewhere. For many of us, nights can bring a strange mix of feelings: relief, stillness, but also restlessness. Some of us stay up late watching TV, not because the show is good, but because the silence feels too loud. Some of us lie awake, thinking about old memories, or worries we can't fix. And some of us just feel tired in body, but not quite at peace inside. Elaine understands this. That's why one of her most powerful habits is this. She ends her day on purpose, not with sleep aids, not with late-night snacks, but with a simple ritual of quiet and presence. Every evening, around 7:30, she dims the lights, she boils water, she pours it over dried chamomile and mint. Then she sits at her kitchen table with just one candle and drinks her tea slowly. No phone, no news, no distractions. She calls it her unwinding time, not because she needs to get ready for bed, but because she wants to thank the day before letting it go. Sometimes she writes in a little notebook, just 3 sentences, not about what she did, but about what she noticed. The birds came back to the feeder. The wind smelled like pine. I remembered my mother while washing the dishes. It's not a journal, it's a pause, a way of saying, this day mattered, even if no one saw it. After that, she washes her face with warm water, brushes her silver hair, and sits in stillness for just 5 minutes. Breathing in, breathing out, letting the body soften. If I carry tension to bed, she told us, I wake up with it in my bones. And that's the truth for so many of us. We don't age faster because of time. We age faster because we never truly rest. So today, we invite you to try something. Before bed tonight, turn off the bright lights. Pour yourself something warm and sit, even for 2 minutes. No phone, no list, no pressure. Just sit and let the day land. If you try this and feel even 1% more peace, comment, I felt calm. Let's remind each other, peace is not a luxury. It's a habit, one you can choose each night. And now, as we come to our final part, we return to the deeper truth behind all of Elaine's habits. It's not just about what she does, it's about how she lives. And in our last section, we'll share the mindset that carries all of it, the quiet wisdom that keeps her glowing. Dear friend, we've now walked through 6 simple habits, not secrets, not hacks, but ways of living that helped Elaine feel alive, even at 72. And maybe you've noticed something by now. None of this was about looking younger. It was about feeling whole, feeling calm, feeling like your life still belongs to you. Elaine never rushed to fix herself. She never tried to copy the world's idea of beauty or success. She simply stayed close to her breath, to her food, to her friends, to her quiet power within. And that's the real heart of this story. Aging gracefully is not about doing more. It's about being more present, more loving, more in rhythm with who you already are. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to buy anything new. You just need to begin. One deep breath in the morning, one kind word to yourself, one small walk, one warm cup of tea at night. These moments are not small. They are how you become timeless. So if you've ever thought it was too late to feel good in your body, or that peace is only for younger people, let Elaine's story remind you. You are still becoming. You are still beautiful. You are still worthy of tenderness, from the world and from yourself. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which part of Elaine's life touched your heart the most? Was it her morning stillness, her gentle movement, her friendships, or maybe just the way she smiled at herself each day? Comment below with a habit you want to try, or simply type "I'm still becoming" if this message spoke to you. And if you know someone who needs this gentle reminder, a mother, a neighbor, a friend, please share this video with them. Because every woman deserves to remember. She is not fading, she is unfolding. This is the Timeless Wisdom channel, where every moment you give to yourself today becomes a gift for your tomorrow. We're so glad you're here, and we'll see you in the next story.